Kawasaki Europe has formally unveiled the 2025 Versys 1100, which will be offered in three variants: Standard, S, and SE. The announcement validates our prior prediction that the Versys series will include a bigger engine, with no substantial aesthetic modifications from the preceding Versys 1000 models. The new Versys visually resembles the 1000, with the exception of updated graphics and a discrete 1100 on the radiator shrouds. This decision appears peculiar, as manufacturers usually provide a revised aesthetic when implementing substantial modifications to the engine, suggesting that the increase in displacement mostly serves to upgrade the Versys for compliance with 5 Euro Plus standards. The engine continues to be an inline-4, but Kawasaki has augmented the stroke by 3 mm to 59.0 mm, while maintaining the bore at 77.0 mm. The displacement is 1,099 cubic centimeters, in contrast to the last engine's 1,043 cubic centimeters. The compression ratio was raised to 11.8 to 1 from the prior 10.3 to 1. Revised cam profiles decrease valve lift, and the two central intake funnels are now 45 mm longer than the outside funnels. Kawasaki asserts that the modifications, in conjunction with revised ECU settings, yield increased intake flow velocity, hence enhancing torque delivery within the 4,000 to 7,000 RPM range. Kawasaki asserts a maximum output of 99 kilowatts, 133 horsepower, at 9,000 RPM, surpassing the 118 horsepower stated for the Versys 1000. Torque reaches a purported maximum of 112.0 Nm, 82.6 lb-ft, at 7,600 RPM, in contrast to the top of 75.2 lb-ft from the 1000. Additional modifications comprise a more substantial flywheel, a secondary balancer, and newly installed connector pipes linking exhaust headers 1 to 4 and 2 to 3. Kawasaki additionally incorporated an oil cooler to enhance thermal regulation. Kawasaki revised the transmission ratios and substituted the former 43-tooth rear sprocket with a 42-tooth sprocket, maintaining the identical 15-tooth front sprocket. The quickshifter has been revised to operate at a reduced shift point of 1,500 RPM. The remainder of the bicycle remains mostly unaltered, with the exception of a newly installed bar-mounted USB-C connector and an enlarged 260mm rear brake disc, as opposed to the 250mm disc utilized by the Versys 1000. The Versys 1100 will be offered in three configurations for European markets. The regular Versys 1100 will be offered in metallic matte graphene steel gray paired with metallic Diablo black. The Versys 1100S features handguards, a TFT display, smartphone connectivity, and an extra color option of Pro Robotic white/metallic Diablo black.